Hello again everybody, welcome back, and this time we have a oval cylinder 6-pin and ERA. This was sent to me by Band Jacks from UKLS, and there's the bitting, not too bad, a little bit of up and down on there. So let's see if we can get into this one and see what it's got inside. So we'll start at the front. If I can get my tension wrench to work. There we go. And number one is binding. Little click off there. Two. Click on 2, nothing on 3, 4, 5, 6, that tension off, 2 didn't feel right when it, nothing on there, right, we've got 3 binding, click on 3, click on 4, and tension wrench is slipped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click on 5. And 6 and open. Right, I'm expecting a little bit more of a fight from it. Let's get this out of the way and see what it's got inside. So that there. Right, what we got on the back of this clip? That doesn't want to play ball. Come on. There we go. One clip. Let's get this other junk out of the way. We're still picked. So get that to there. And there we go, we do have all 6. Can't see anything special with the core. Standard, 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 and a standard. Right, let's have a look in here. Tweezers. We've got standard in 1. Quite a reasonable spring as well. Have a spool in 2. Nice long springs. I don't think this lock's ever been used. We have another spool in 3. Let's get the others from the other end. Make life a bit easier. That was a standard in 6. Spool in 5. And a spool in 4. It's actually quite surprising because I didn't feel any spools in there at all when I was about to, or once I picked it I was expecting to find it full of standard pins, but obviously not. But I think it needs a little bit of toughening up before it goes back together. So, quick look at those pins, not there's much to look at. You can see we're all standards apart from 2, 3, 4 and 5 at the top, which are spools. So, there we go, the ERA 6-pin oval. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you again soon, bye. Alright, I'm back again. You could probably tell that I wasn't particularly happy with the way that picked for a 6-pin ERA with those spools in it. It wasn't right, so I decided to toughen it up a little bit and just thought I'd show you what I'd done. All the pins are just straight out of a commercial pinning kit. I could have stuck with the spools that were in it, but these are just a little bit deeper and a bit sharper. So we've now got spools in 1, 2, we then have serrated in 3, a T-pin in 4, serrated in 5, and a long spool in 6. So these were worked out partly from the binding order as well, and making sure that once we've loaded the core, before I put the core in, one other thing, just a 3.5mm tap, and I tapped 1, 3 and 5, so literally a couple of minutes of work. So it's really mainly an exercise to show that you don't need necessarily to be fantastic at making pins and all this sort of thing to make a really nice challenging lock. So with this one especially, we can see we've got quite a reasonable depth in the core, so once we put all these pins in as they would rest, this was another reason for picking these different spools rather than using the standards. But as we can see from there, if we'll focus, so just about every pin needs to be picked to a certain extent before we'd even get a full set. But then when we do, we will get quite a nice full set. And like I say, this lock hasn't been used. Very, very sharp on the edges of the holes in it, and brand new spools which are very sharp as well. So I have put this together and given it a try, and it is a bit of a nightmare. So this will be passed on to somebody else, but I just thought I would show you that you don't have to make all your pins and have fancy shapes to make a very interesting lock to pick. So keep your eye out, this will be somewhere and somebody will be picking it, hopefully in the not too distant future. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you again soon, bye.